Okay, it's the 9th of November 2013. This is William Stenson, and we're at John Gill's house, and John Gill is joined by Fatima. This is just an update on events from the last video, the 6th of November. And okay, John, can you take it away? Is there an update? Or
yes, I got a call from Fatima on Thursday evening to say that she had got a letter from Ferry solicitors with two old orders from 2008, 2009, is it? That's right. And the most recent order of Judge Alan Mahan, dated the 24th, but she received it on the 30th. No, she did not. She received it on the 31st of.
Okay, and what is the order? Can you?
The order is the order of Judge Alan Mahan. The details of which we will later highlight on this on YouTube.
Okay, was there an attempt at eviction?
This was a threat to for the arrest and detention of Fatima Gunning. If she didn't vacate her house by yesterday, Friday, the 8th of November 2013.
Right, and so
we then decided that we will further investigate the forgeries of the documents. We did discover that 8 property maps that as far back as early March 1995, there was the maps were drawn up for what we believe now, which is very obvious, a compulsory purchase order of Eileen Gunning's property and the adjoining property on the Delgany side of Eileen Gunning's property. Now, whether the money has been paid out or not, we don't know. But this is a very dangerous situation. Bed bins outside the property of Settlement Cottage. So we believe now that the council, because of the complaints that we made and others, that they're about to widen the road and do repairs. So we believe that that is the reason why the Gunnings, Eileen and Fatima, must be held in prison, because we know that the owners of the property, if they got into their name, will be the recipients of the monies from a compulsory purchase order, taxpayers' money in effect. And we believe that this will be a substantial sum of money. Someone did say to us that it would possibly be worth more than the combined property of Eileen Gunning's Settlement Cottage property and the adjoining triangle at the Delgany side of Eileen's property. So we have we got the property maps, studied them, and we did discover that all 8 maps were in March, filed in the Wicklow County Council office on the area in March, around the 20th of March 1995, to take this property, substantial part of this property, for widening the road and for repairs. So therefore they had good reason. I mean, Brian Sherry, Jessica Hickey and barrister Damien Sheridan, supported by 19 judges, had good reason to lie, cheat and steal this property, because off the bat, right away, they would get a substantial amount of money for the widening of the road from the CPO of taxpayers' money, the theft of taxpayers' money.
Okay.
Now, the evidence is there. We went along and we marked all of the 8 maps CPO on the area that was marked out in 1995 for compulsory purchase order. So yesterday and the day before, Friday, we were there until late last night actually. We didn't get home till 12 o'clock. Checking, measuring the road and the local situation there, and the whole thing is very obvious and absolute that somebody, and these people have more access, or have absolute access to the council. I did meet last year with the county council manager, and he'd answer no questions. I didn't know he was the manager at the time, but I asked him if I could speak to the manager, and somebody beside me said, the manager's right there. He would answer no questions. He was as twisted and as crooked as the barrister who was defending Brian Sherry and Jessica Hickey. So there we are. We have absolute evidence now that that is the new evidence, and the absolute new evidence that there's a big sum of money to be collected through compulsory purchase order from the county council, from the taxpayers of Ireland, to make those people rich.
Okay, but Fatima, was there an attempt at or to evict you from
there was
your...
not only a threat to evict me, imprison me if I refuse to surrender possession of my property to Brian Sherry by 5 p.m. Yesterday,
Okay.
Friday the 8th of November.
And did anybody show at the house?
Myself and John and members of the victims of the legal
Okay, but none of
profession,
them, none of these solicitors showed, did
No,
they?
we were there. We were waiting for them to see,
Okay.
I needed witnesses in
Good.
case they do anything
Good.
unlawful against me.
Yeah.
So we waited for over an hour and nobody showed up.
Then we went and we had the committee and
Said the captain.
Right.
so yeah.
And your mom is still in
She's
prison.
still being unlawful in Manchoy prison to cover up for white collar criminals.
How many days is she there now?
It'll be 3 weeks next Thursday.
3 weeks.
Yeah. She's 60 years of age and she's a nurse. And she's my only family member.
Yeah, so...
And it must be said at the pleasure of the officers of the state.
Yeah.
We have all the documented evidence of the forgeries and the fraud is with the Minister for Justice, Alan Shatter, and with the Garda Commissioner, and they will continue acknowledging our documents. But there's not. Alan Shatter, by the way, has promised that, irrespective of the profession, that they will be dealt with. Well, now we have to seriously expose Alan Shatter and the Garda Commissioner. We know for a fact that the ordinary members of the rank and file Garda Síochána are there, willing and able to deal with this fraud, but they are prevented from doing so by superintendents and chief superintendents appointed by the state to do the state's dirty work, to hide the fact that judges, barristers and solicitors are involved in money and property.
Right. That seems to be going on all over the country right now.
Absolutely, yes, and we will expose it before Christmas. We have a golden opportunity now. We have the YouTube, and we have the blog, and we have collected the evidence over right from the period where we first got involved with the gunnings in Wicklow.
Yeah.
And we have serious support and help now from not alone in Ireland, but we heard this morning from a phone call from people who are victims as far away as Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the United States, and other parts of the world.
All right, Fatima, is there an appeal or something going on with all this paperwork been lodged by John?
Yes, there are two appeals. There's an appeal to the also an appeal filed and accepted to the High Court. So my mother shouldn't be, under any circumstances, held in prison with an appeal lodged and accepted by the court. And myself and John, we were hindered and obstructed in the central office of the High Court in lodging our appeal. And it was only by the grace of God and some fast taxi work that we actually managed to get everything done.
And the cooperation, we must say, of
the government of Manchoy Prison.
That's right.
What's her name? There's a governor, governess. Okay, Mount Joyce.
There's two ladies,
Yes.
and we have supplied them with the evidence of the appeal.
Right.
We have no doubt in the world that the governors of the ladies' women's prison, the females' prison in Mountjoy jail, are hindered and obstructed by the legal profession and the judiciary simply because they're caught out stealing. Now, it's tough luck. They're caught out. All 19 judges, Solicitor Brian Sherry, Solicitor Jessica Hickey, and Barrister Damien Sheridan are caught out. There's no getting out from under this one. The Minister for Justice must deal with those people under the Whistleblowers Charter. We have reported it. There is no investigation to be done. The investigations are done. Myself and Fatima in the past week have uncovered unreal stuff. And we've been very fortunate and lucky to meet a few very decent people in the central office of the High Court and around the country, up around all Ireland, in the Ministry for Justice and so on. And now we have, we will be supplying those people with the new marked, forged maps of Eileen Gully's property, and all the forgeries will be marked CPO, compulsory purchase order, stealing Irish taxpayers' money that could be used for hospital beds, paying the Gardaí and nurses and so on. And like I said, and I repeat, the vast majority, 99% of the Garda Síochána are willing and able and can't wait for, like the Garda Sergeant and Inspector said, for the support of the public, and we are the public, to give them the